trolls are classless and are trending on Twitter after LSU star Angel Reese taunted Caitlin.
Fans of Caitlin Clark, who were impressed with her elegance and sportsmanship, came to Twitter to voice their anger and disapproval and stand up for their favorite athlete. The criticism against Reese was immediate and intense, emphasizing the divergent responses to an incident that has since come to symbolize the intense competition between these two elite athletes. Along with serving as a display of elite college basketball talent, LSU versus Iowa in the NCAA championship game also served as an outlet for a heated debate on social media. The sports world went into controversy after LSU's Angel Reese made a provocative gesture to taunt Iowa's Caitlin Clark,
Who is madly loved by fans, reacts. On the other hand, Angel was the complete opposite of Clark. In a post-game interview, Reese acknowledged Clark as a hell of a player.
When did the conflict between Angel and Caitlin start? During one of the most memorable confrontations in college basketball history, atheists Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, who have become household names to sports fans, when Reese's LSU Tigers defeated Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes 102-85 in the NCAA championship game. Their rivalry reached its pinnacle.
It all started with the two basketball players, Reese representing LSU and Clark representing Iowa, becoming household names for sports fans with their record-breaking performances in the March Madness tournament.
When Reese baited Clark with John Cena's famous "You Can't See Me" motion in the final stages of the game and pointed to her ring finger, symbolizing their impending championship victory, there was clearly tension between the two players. Reese's display of flair provoked an eruption of criticism, mostly from Clark's supporters and a few sports analysts.
With John Cena's "You Can't See Me" after winning against her,
The responses on social media were quick and intense. Reese's actions were criticized for being unsportsmanlike, and many people expressed their disgust on social media sites like Twitter. In addition, the commentator Keith Olbermann, who called Reese an idiot for her taunt, was one of the outspoken detractors. He also underlined that such actions would turn off new fans who were attracted to the sport by Clark's outstanding accomplishments. Furthermore,
once you mess with a new star who pulls thousands of new people to basketball and makes them all fans, you will face literal backlash.
following the championship game, Caitlin Clark talked during the press conference about what had happened to Angel Reese. Clark was questioned about Reese teasing her, following her around, and pointing to her ring finger during a news appearance.
Lindsay with USA Today again. Caitlin, can you tell us at the end of the game what happened? There's a lot blown up on Twitter about Angel Reese following you around, pointing to her ring finger and taunting you.
Clark responded in a cool, collected manner. As she was focused on getting to the handshake line to demonstrate sportsmanship and appreciation for her team's efforts, she acknowledged that she hadn't really noticed the taunting. In addition to winning over more supporters, this response brought attention to the two players' divergent mindsets. Clark further emphasized how important it is to be proud of her team's accomplishments and to carry her head high. She congratulated LSU on their outstanding season, pointing out in particular Kim Mulkey's superb coaching. During the handshake line, Clark conveyed her gratitude for Mulkey's warm remarks to her. During her 93-game career, she had stated that her main priority was to treasure her last minutes on the floor with her colleagues. In contrast to the vitriolic comments made by fans and pundits online, Clark's response demonstrated his maturity and sportsmanship.
You know, they were tremendous. They deserve it. They had a tremendous season. Kim Mulkey coached them so well. You know, she's one of the best basketball coaches of all time, and it shows. And she only said really kind things to me in the handshake line, so I'm very grateful for that.
Furthermore,
honestly, I have no idea, and I was just trying to, you know, spend the last few moments on the court with, especially the 5 people that I've started 93 games with, and relishing every second of that.
Conversely, during her post-game interview, Reese justified her behavior. Although she accepted that Clark was a strong player, she stood by her choice to make fun of her, pointing to previous occasions in which she believed she had mistreated her friends and teammates during the competition. Much of the public saw her actions as an unwarranted escalation. Thus, this explanation did little to soften the blow. As a result of the incident, there has been more discussion regarding good sportsmanship and the boundaries that separate respect and competitive spirit. Fans of Clark's have not stopped expressing their support for her, frequently drawing attention to the incident to emphasize her grace and composure under duress, which feeds into the idea that Reese is acting inappropriately. The ongoing discussion highlights the strong feelings and fervent support that collegiate basketball commands.
I think so many people are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is.
Furthermore,
people are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on.
Clark, a player with the Indiana Fever, has become one of the most well-known figures in women's basketball, thanks to her composure and skill on the court, winning over both supporters and detractors. The league, which has been gaining prominence over the years, has found great attraction in her presence. Moreover, every move Clark makes is closely observed and frequently examined, sometimes by people with goals unrelated to sports. Furthermore, the influence that Clark has had on the game has been extraordinary. Her recent triple-double against the Liberty, which included 19 points, 13 assists, and 12 rebounds, made her the first rookie in WNBA history.
But Clark has generally handled the limelight well while still conjuring a bit of magic on the court. She just became the first rookie in league history to post a triple-double when she produced 19 points, 13 assists, and 12 rebounds in a win against the Liberty on Saturday.
In addition, her outstanding ability to create plays has been evident. She currently ranks third in the league with 7.4 assists per contest. This is especially remarkable, considering that she plays for a team that has had difficulty recently and that she has secured the first overall pick in the draft for the past 2 years. However, despite these obstacles, Clark has flourished, improving every time and solidifying her candidacy for Rookie of the Year as the season goes on.
Her prestigious playmaking ability has been on frequent display. Clark is third in the WNBA with 7.4 assists per game, despite playing on a team that was bad enough to get the first overall pick 2 years running.
In addition to this, when Jill Biden, the First Lady, suggested that both the winning and losing teams be invited to the White House, breaking with the custom of just celebrating the winners, Angel Reese's annoyance reached a new height. Reese and her teammates from LSU were not pleased with this suggestion. He voiced her disappointment on the I Am Athlete podcast, highlighting that the First Lady ought to have been more supportive of their accomplishments because she is a woman. However, he believed that her team had not been given enough credit for their win, and that the invitation had been sent as an insult to them. In addition, she didn't stop there with his remarks. She made it apparent that she did not accept the First Lady's subsequent apology, saying that some things could never be undone. She saw the invitations to both teams as an attempt to promote sportsmanship, but it was wrong and undid their hard-earned achievement. Moreover, she even said that she would rather meet with former First Lady Michelle Obama and former President Barack Obama than go to the White House, demonstrating a change in her regard and preference for other prominent people. However, the fans of Caitlin Clark were eager to defend their idol, indicating that they were aware of the simmering tension. Reese was publicly ridiculed on social media for her response and remarks. The moment Reese swiftly erased a tweet that appeared to be a jab at Clark, things got really serious. This tweet simply fueled the flames, as fans of Clark saw it as just another attempt to discredit Clark, escalating the negative internet reaction directed against Reese. Beyond the basketball court and into the wider social media sphere, the story emphasized the complexity of sports rivalries and the intense reactions they can elicit.